Hello everyone. So today we are going to continue from where we ended last time, and basically we are going to see how you can draw different functions in GeoGebra. And to be more specific, we are going to see how you can draw constant and linear functions, how you can draw graph of some of basic functions, such as y is equal to x, y is equal to x square, x cube, the modulus, square root, or the inverse of a certain function. And again, we are going to see how we can draw polynomial functions in GeoGebra, how you can draw rational functions, modulus functions, and finally how you can draw periodic functions. So remember, we are still using GeoGebra Classic 6, and it's very easy. If you don't have it, you can just go online and actually basically go to www.geogebra.org /download and come and download GeoGebra Classic 6. And in this case, you can either download if you want to install it in your machine, or you can actually come to start and then use the online version of GeoGebra Classic 6. So it's up to you. You have an option either to download, or you can choose to use the online version of GeoGebra. So let us go to GeoGebra and see how you can draw functions in GeoGebra. So I'm going to start with a very simple function, and that is a constant function. And in this case, I want to draw a function, let's say like y is equal to 5. So what I'm going to do is that come to this command box and then write y is equal to 5, then press enter. Okay, so after pressing enter, this is a function. This is basically the function of y is equal to 5. You can see that it's actually passed at this point, which is 5. You can draw a linear functions GeoGebra. Let us say maybe I'm not interested in this, so I'm going to remove it. So if you want to draw a linear function, there's a linear function. Let's say y is equal to 2x minus 3. So you simply write y is equal to 2x minus 3, then you press enter. Okay, so after pressing enter, you can see that the equation of the linear function y is equal to 2x minus 3 is actually given by this line. Okay, now from there you can change a number of things depending on what you want. You can change the color of this line, and if you want to change the color of this line, just click at this line, then actually come at this point and then choose the color of this line. Okay, and you can change the line style of this line. And if you want to do that, it's very simple. What you can do is that click at this line again, then come at this box and then choose the line style that you want. So basically there are a number of things that can be done in GeoGebra. You can again label this line. Let's say I'm not interested in dotted line, I'm interested in full line. So you can label this line. Let's say you want to label it as 2x minus 3. And what you can and how to do it is very simple. Just come at this box, okay, and then click it, then choose ABC text, which allow you to write an equation or words in GeoGebra. So from there, actually, I'm going to use the LaTeX formula, because remember that GeoGebra understand the LaTeX language. So I'm going to choose this LaTeX formula, then write by label, which is y is equal to 2x minus 3, okay, then okay. So this is actually the equation. This is the equation of this line, and you can choose the position where you want this line to be. Maybe I'm interested at this. I want to put it at this point, and then from there you can change the size. If you think maybe the text are too small, and what you can do is that come at this point, then choose large, for instance, and you can see that the equation of this line is 2x minus 3. And from here, actually, you can do a number of things. You can download this as this graph and put it maybe in your lecture notes, or you can put it in your slides and something like that. Okay, so that is actually how you can draw a simple functions in a simple function in a GeoGebra. I'm not interested in this anymore, so I'm going to delete it and everything. Now let us see how we can draw the other type of functions. And basically we're going to see very basic functions. I think we know these functions like x squared, x cubed, the modulus of x, or the under root of x, or 1 over x, like in this case. Remember, it's very easy. What you need to do is that come again to the command box. So I will come to this command box and then write y is equal to, for instance, for x square, I will write x power 2, so I'll get this one. So this is actually the function of y is equal to x square. Remember, it's very easy. What you need to do is that just come out the command window and then write the function that you want. Okay, so after doing that, because I'm not interested in this, I can delete it. Okay, let's say you want to draw maybe another function which is y is equal to x power 3. Okay, so if you draw that, you're going to get that the function of y is equal to x power 3 is actually given by this function. So that is how you can draw a basic function in GeoGebra. You can again draw the other functions even in the same plane. So you can in the same axis. So even y is equal, let's say, is equal to modulus of x. It's modulus of x, so you're going to have the modulus of x like that. So see, this is actually the graph of y is equal to the modulus of x. And remember that GeoGebra puts the labels automatically. This is function g, so you have the function g, which is y is equal to modulus of x, and then you have the function f, which is function f, which is given this green color, where the red color gives a function g, which is the modulus of x. So you can draw the other functions like y is equal to 1 over x. So just write 1 then over x like this. So I'll get the graph of y is equal to 1 over x. Okay, remember that you can remove this if you don't want it, and then you can remove it if you don't want it. But you can put it back by just clicking back at this round box, and then the functions will appear again. So that is actually the good thing about GeoGebra. You have a number of tools that allow you to play with the functions that you have drawn. Okay, so that is how you can draw a simple functions in GeoGebra. Now let us see how we can draw polynomial functions, and specifically we're going to see how you can draw, let's say, a polynomial function like this, like 2x cubed minus 6x square minus 10. Okay, so is 2. So we're interested in drawing a function. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write y is equal to 2x cubed, then minus, so I'm going to write minus 6x square minus 10. So I'm going to write minus 6x square. Okay, so it's minus 6x square, then minus 10. Okay, then click it. Oh, this is what this equation, sorry, is 2x cubed minus 6x square, then minus 10. Okay, let me check this. Okay, it's okay. Let me minimize this. Then you can see that this is the function. Okay, the turning point is at minus 10. So this is actually the function that I've drawn, the polynomial function y is equal to 2x cubed minus 6x square minus 10. So depending on the polynomial function that you have, what you need to do is that come out the command window, then write the function that you want to draw, and then click enter. And at the end of the day, you're going to get the output like this. Okay, so you can try now how to draw polynomial functions like this. Okay, remember the procedures are the same. Now let us see how we can draw relational functions, and specifically I'm going to take this simple example. Y is equal to 1 over x minus 2. Okay, so remember, it's very easy. What you need to do is that come at this point. So I will remove this. Okay, then I will write y is equal to 1 over x minus 2. Okay, then from there click enter, and then you will get your the graph of the relational functions. So you can see that you have the graph of the relational functions, and if you see this clear, it seems like a line x is equal to 2 is actually an asymptote. So you can add that on your own, because GeoGebra does not give automatic asymptote in this case. So you can choose to add your own asymptote by drawing a line at this point, okay, where the two graph does not cross it. Okay, so that is how you can draw relational functions in GeoGebra. Now let us see how we can draw the other type of functions and graph of modulus functions. Remember, everything is the same. In this case, the only difference is that now you're talking about modulus functions, but you're still talking about the functions. So the step of drawing these functions remain to be the same. So in this case, I'm interested in drawing the graph of y is equal to the modulus, um, the modulus of x plus 3. Okay, the modulus of x plus 3. So I'm interested in drawing the graph of y is equal to modulus of x plus 3, okay, so it's x plus 3, like that. Okay, so you can see that the graph of y is equal to modulus of x plus 3 is given by this okay. So that is how you can draw modulus functions in GeoGebra, and now drawing the periodic functions is again straightforward. Just write the functions that you have. Let's say maybe we're interested in drawing this function y is equal to 7 sine over 5x minus 22. Okay, so we are going to write like this. So we're going to have y, okay, y is equal to, I'm going to write 7, so it's 7 times, okay, sine over is sine of what? Is sine of 5x minus 22. Okay, 5x. So it's 5x minus 22. Then place enter. Okay, so you can see that this is a graph of 7. Then you can mine this to get a clear picture like that. Okay, so that is a graph of sine of 5x minus 22. Okay, so that is how you can draw different type of functions in GeoGebra. Remember the procedure, very simple and straightforward. Just go to the command window, which is command box at this point. Then write the function that you want, then press enter, and then you'll get the function that you're interested in. Okay, so thank you for listening.